Hi, my name is Michael Shea, and I'm the head instructor and owner of Shea Educational Group, and I've been teaching these foundation trainings in biodynamic craniosacral therapy, as well as the advanced trainings throughout North America and Europe. And I'd like to guide you through one of my favorite meditations, and it's really the foundation of all the work that we do in this work of biodynamic craniosacral therapy, because it allows you to get in touch with, number one, primary respiration, and number two, how primary respiration moves from the natural world to the midline of our body and to our heart. And so it's going to be very important to get a sense of that. So what I'd like to do is to guide you through this, and I've chosen to work in a place right now and to guide you through this practice where you can actually see the ocean in the background. And I'm also aware that it's just a beautiful day here in sunny South Florida, and this is a horizon meditation. And perhaps you'll be able to see boats and fish, perhaps, as we do this meditation for the next couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply close my eyes and guide you through this practice. So here we go. Now, the first thing as I close my eyes that I become aware of is I begin to orient my body three-dimensionally. And I do a very simple body scan from the bottom of my feet up through my legs, through my pelvis, through my abdomen and trunk, and there I am taking a deep breath, because as I begin to settle, and as you begin to settle, you become more aware of your breath as you become more still. So we're orienting to a very still posture and to our body three-dimensionally. And now I'll go scan through my arms, scan through my neck, my head, just noticing any areas of tension in my body. So what I'm aware of right now in my body, because of it being very sunny here in South Florida, is that I have a little bit of eye strain. So what I want to do now is begin paying attention to just the tension around my eyes, the tension that has caused down through the back of my head into my neck, and there I can soften my shoulders now. And that allows me deeper contact with my respiratory diaphragm, and all the way through the core of my body. I can now begin to sense the movement and activity of my heart. I can begin to sense how my feet are making contact with the ground. I can have a deeper sense of the contact of my pelvis with the chair. And now I can feel myself settling into my body more, aware of the inside of my body. And now what I'd like to do is become more aware of the surface, the three-dimensional surface of my skin, and see if I can get an image in my mind's eye, or just a sensory impression of the shape of my body as a three-dimensional, single, continuous, whole drop of fluid. So I begin developing a sensibility of an ocean within inside my skin. And just noticing some tension in my arms and hands. So now I've shifted my posture a little bit. Great. Now I'm feeling a sense of buoyancy, and what I want to do now is pretend that I'm actually looking at the ocean. So I have to pretend that I have eyes in the back of my head. But for those of you viewing this video, you can actually see the horizon of the planet. You can see where the ocean meets the sky, and where we are right now in South Florida, that's about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles offshore. So I'm allowing my eyes to perceive the horizon. So if you're watching this video, let your eyes be very soft as they're looking at the horizon of this video. In other words, we want to avoid staring at the horizon and creating any more muscular tension in your eyes than is necessary. And there I am taking a deep breath again. So one of the important things about this meditation is that you always maintain a little bit of awareness on your three-dimensionality. In other words, as we go to the horizon in the next stage of the meditation, you're not bringing 100% of your attention. You're leaving some behind, so that always this three-dimensional sense of your body and your breathing is available to you consciously. So now bringing up attention into the eyes, letting the eyes soften into the back of your head. Softening through your neck. And I like to simply allow my eyes to roll up to the middle of my forehead for just several seconds, and then I relax my eyes. And again, you can do this as well with your eyes open or closed. You don't have to be looking at the image of the ocean in this video. You can actually close your eyes and still be aware of the horizon, because it's a neurological reflex. Your head has to stay on straight, and your eyes need to be horizontal in order to have proper balance, proper proprioception. It's called the head righting reflex. And we want to find the middle of the head, the third ventricle. And have the eyes resting on the third ventricle. And there's a wave that goes out to the horizon. And this is a wave of primary respiration, and it lasts 50 seconds. Now for me, it just changed directions, and I'm aware of a movement from the horizon. And again, I would invite you to move out of your linear mind. Some of you might be saying to yourself, well, how can he sense the horizon if his back is to the horizon? Remember, the horizon is a 360-degree circle, because our planet is a globe. So I'm just sensing primary respiration moving from the horizon right into my eyes and right into the middle of my head. Remember, some attention is on my body, three-dimensionally. There. Now it's changing directions. So just about every minute, primary respiration changes directions. Now, I sense it moving out. It's as if a very gentle magnetic pull is just slightly tugging on the middle of my brain, the third ventricle, right through my eyes and through my face. Very slightly pulling my brain and body forward. And right there, I just experienced another shift in relaxation where I could feel myself settle more and relax more into the top of my midline, the third ventricle, top of the spine. Sensing my heart movement, sensing the surface of my skin. So again, putting it all together. So simply disappearing any distance between the horizon, my body. There's a change of direction. So now the primary respiration is moving from the horizon right into the middle of my brain. It's as if my whole body is being reformed, just like an embryo. All the cells and the molecules coming in, not only from the placenta, but also from the chorion, diffusing through that chorionic wall three-dimensionally, coming in. So my body being formed, my brain being formed, my heart being formed. There, now I'm taking a very nice deep breath. And usually that tells me primary respiration is changing direction. And sure enough, primary respiration is now changing direction. So now primary respiration is becoming more synchronized with my respiratory diaphragm and my secondary respiration, as it's called. And now I'm getting a deeper sense of my body, the midline coming down from my third ventricle through the middle of the bodies of the vertebra, the so-called notochord, the embryonic structure around which all the vertebrae form, the so-called embryonic midline. So now the whole front of my body getting a sense of opening, all the molecules moving towards the horizon. So as you sit there watching this video, listening to my voice, then I became aware there's a drum hanging on the wall in this room. And the drum just spoke, so my attention went out to the drum. Some of you probably heard it. You were wondering what that was. And that occurred just when primary respiration was changing direction. So as you're listening to this video, if you're moving along with your attention, as I'm moving my attention, noticing your body three-dimensionally, allowing your attention to go out to the horizon, and there's some of you may have noticed another change in the atmosphere of the room I'm in because the air conditioning just turned off. And now I'm hearing a deeper silence, a deeper stillness in this room. There, and there's another deep breath as primary respiration changes direction. And the front of my body is softening as all this information is coming from my midline through the front of my body, just as if it was open. Just as if you're an embryo, a fetus, where the front of your body is very open. Stays open all through the 9 months of prenatal development. And closes several weeks after the umbilical cord is cut, after you're born. So in this meditation, as we bring it to a close, and I'm going to open my eyes, the basic idea is that you develop first a sense of your body three-dimensionally. So you want to get a sense of your whole body, all the skin, all the way around your body, and then the ocean within your body.